Yeah, I'm tripping. Make another hit. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. Make another hit. Yeah, I'm tripping.
They watch as I fall on my face. Yeah, they thinking that's all that it takes. Yeah, they going, he's out of the race. Yeah, they counting me out, but wait. I may be down today, but tomorrow they all gonna say it's impossible. Somehow we found a way. It's hard to believe that they came from around the way. It's beating the odds. Said to the mayor, I'll be number one. Let's go. Me, I'm focused to beating the drums. It's psyching me up. I believe I have won before I begun. I'll make sure next time they're biting their tongues, holding their breath and know I am the one to watch. All that I dodged, all the hits that I took to become what I am is insane. Apart. So much pressure that calling it hard is an understatement. The scars are the proof it was deep, it was hard. I may be down today, but tomorrow I'll work. I'm trained even harder. Come ballad the rain fall down on me. I will remain the last one standing. I aim everything in me at a task at hand. Got it on lock like Azkaban. Homie, that focus is laser, sharp like a razor. Walk through the Dow, we're stuck in the drought. Keep jumping around, kick up the dust. Yell at the heavens, the rain falling down. My clothes are drenched, and some of the strength to say that within me I'm off the bench. Success the revenge. Unbreakable. Let's go. How can they stop the unbreakable? Shake it off. Now you're not breaking. Yeah. Now you're not breaking. How can they stop the unbreakable? We're taking off. Now you're not breaking. Now you're not breaking. You're unbreakable. I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable. Yeah. I am unedible. How can they stop the unbreakable? I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable. I am unedible. How can they stop the unbreakable? How can they stop the unbreakable? Now you're not breaking. Now you're not breaking. How can they stop the unbreakable? Now you're not breaking. Now you're not breaking. I said go and line up. Whoever got next is fine with us. Line up.
Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to continuing coverage of high school baseball here on the OH Report. Up next, it's Division 6 District Semifinal action in the Northwest 3 District, coming to you live from Shelby, Ohio. It's the number 3 seeded Crestview Cougars against the number 2 seeded Monroeville Eagles. David Wilson reporting here from the Whippet Athletic Complex. It is a partly sunny afternoon. The wind is picking up. We have 76 degrees. For these two teams to meet. They are rivals out of the Firelands Conference. They split 2 games during the regular season. Cougars and Eagles about to do battle for the right to move on to the district final coming up on Friday at Findlay's Marathon Diamonds. Crestview comes into the ball game 10-11. They were 7-7 in the Firelands. Monroeville 15-8. They were 1 game better in conference play at 8-6. We're just a few moments away from the start of the ball game. We'll take a closer look at these two teams when we come right back for our pregame show in just a moment. You're watching high school baseball on the OH Report.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Hi, I'm Eric Gilbert.
And I'm Hannah Gilbert with American Homestead Exteriors.
And together,
We're here for you.
so I'd worked for several years for other contracting companies, and what I saw missing was the true customer focus. I wanted that to be the focus of our company, that we put the customer first no matter what, and that's what's made us successful. Hannah and I joke between us that we share the same brain. We have the same ideas, same thoughts, we have the same direction for the company, we have the same focus. When we're on site, we teach the customers about the roof, the age of the roof, what's going on, maybe what caused the damage, along with siding, windows, or any project we take on.
When you call in, you're talking to me, and I'm getting you scheduled on his calendar to come out and take a look at your property. We like to teach homeowners about their homes as we're walking through them together. I think it's very important. It's the most expensive thing you're ever going to purchase in your lifetime, and you should really understand what is happening to it and how we can help you make it even better than what it was before.
Tournament baseball is almost here, and sponsorship opportunities are filling fast. Put your business in front of local fans, families, and communities across the region's largest high school sports network. Reach out today to secure your spot on the OH Report, the future of local sports.
To first pitch between Crestview and Monroeville. Pre-game show between the bases. Brought to you by the Monroeville Athletic Boosters. You get a look at the Eagles lining up on the third base line. Great to have you with us for continuing coverage of this Division 6 district doubleheader. Earlier we had a walk-off as Colonel Crawford beat Winford by a score of 6-5. So we'll see what's in store for us this evening. Let's take a look at these two teams, starting with the visitors, the Crestview Cougars. They are coached by Don Keener. 10 wins, 11 losses in the regular season. Held their own in the Firelands Conference. They drew the number 3 seed. Had a walk-off win against New London on Sunday in their tourney opener. That was a 7-6 final. And as we mentioned earlier, they split their 2 games with Monroeville during the regular season. See that win there, 7-6 in 9 innings in their sectional championship game to get here to the district semifinal. As far as an impact player goes for the Crestview Cougars, the big reveal is coming up. And for the Cougars, it's going to be Drew Spoerr. He'll start on the mound. He also hits in the lineup, hitting .310 for the year. He's the guy who had the game-winning single against New London in the 9th inning. And he can get it done on the mound as well. As you see, he's a hard thrower, strikeout pitcher, 75 strikeouts in 53 innings on the mound. So those are the Cougars providing the opposition in the visitors' dugout and on the scoreboard. Their opponent tonight, the Monroeville Eagles, as they will bring a 15-8 record into this ball game. They were 8-6 in the Firelands. Let's take a look at the Eagles here, coached by Don Clark. Get a good year when you can win 15 ball games. They were 2 games over in the Firelands Conference, earning the number 2 seed in the district. They wish they could play every game at home. They were 9-2. But they came out swinging in their sectional opener, 10-0 win against Mansfield Christian in their tourney opener, and that game was played just on Monday, Memorial Day, and it was shortened to 6 innings due to the mercy rule. Impact player for the Monroeville Eagles as they embark in this district semifinal will go with Jake Freeze, and we'll see him on the mound as well. So our 2 impact players are the starting pitchers. Fan 7 in that win against Mansfield Christian. Also their leading hitter, so he does it all. 12 stolen bases. If he gets on, he can wreak havoc. 60 Ks for Jake Freeze in his work this year, spanning 54 2/3 innings. All right, let's go ahead and check the keys to the game as the Eagles take the field. We're just a couple of minutes away from the start of this ball game. Let's talk about the Eagles. They averaged 7 runs per game. They scored 10 in their tourney opener, so they want to keep that going, just continue to hit the ball and put pressure on the opposition. They have 2 guys who can really drive in runs. That's Patchen and Wasserman. They've combined for 34 RBIs. They are the number 2 hitter and 3 hitter respectively. If they can get guys on base, those guys can drive them in. Now, pregame keys for the Crestview Cougars, again coached by head coach Don Keener. Trying to pull an upset today. They lost 7 of their last 8 in the regular season. So at 10-11, you can see they had a pretty good season going. But hit the skids, but have turned it around. They won their tournament opener in walk-off fashion. They want to get Carson Keener on base. He's their leadoff hitter. He has 20 steals on the year. So they want to get him on, let him turn walks or hits into doubles and triples. So those are the keys to the ball game. And that's our Monroeville Athletic Boosters pregame show. And we are set for action. Beautiful afternoon, 76 degrees. The sun is trying to poke through some of the thick cloud cover. All turf infield, grass outfield here at Shelby High School. Carson Keener standing in against Jake Freeze. And we are ready for action. Great to have you with us on the OH Report. We're underway, a swing and a miss. We start this game at 5:02 Eastern Time. 1 strike to Keener, a .373 batter. Fouls that one back, and that, I think, got a piece of our home plate umpire, Jack Kennedy. Keener at the plate. He's the Crestview shortstop. .373 batter with 13 RBIs. He does have 6 doubles. Fouls that pitch off, and it will clear the net and be out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Check the rest of the lineup as we move along here in the top of the first inning. 0-2 to Carson Keener, leadoff batter of the ball game at the plate, no score. That one shot foul past head coach Don Keener. So Jack Kennedy calling the balls and strikes. Dave Stoico was over at first base, and Dana Shoulders making the impartial calls over at third. Jake Freeze, a 154 earned run average. The pitch, just a little bit low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Landon Folk is on deck. He'll play right field. Then Kane Patton catching. Braden Perrigan is the center fielder and cleanup batter. Way out of the strike zone. Grady Klein at first. He'll hit 5th. Then Drew Spoerr batting 6th and pitching. Lower third of Troy Weaver in left. Caden Stutz at third. And Brennan Dilly, the DH. Bouncing ball, eats up Smiley and goes on into left field. Carson Keener
coming to play for the Cougars
is aboard.
Right fielder Landon Folk.
Landon Folk will be at the plate with a runner over at first base. Hit or error? I'll go with an infield hit on that as it skipped by Smiley. Leadoff batter aboard, and that's exactly what Crestview was hoping for to get Keener on. Again, he has 20 steals in 21 tries. Landon Folk hitting .284 with 10 ribbies. Leadoff batter aboard. He takes off. Throw down to second base after a strike. It's in time, just the second time this year that Carson Keener has been thrown out. Left-hand batter. That's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kane Patton on deck. Crestview batting in the first, no score. Jake Freese pitching for Monroeville, and this one pulled foul. First base side, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freese with 60 strikeouts, 33 walks. Opposing hitters this year have amassed a .228 batting average against Jake Freese. Freese just a sophomore. He winds and deals. A little bit outside. Seems to be a quick worker, at least at the outset of the ball game. Ethan Smiley at third base. Reed Wasserman at shortstop. Fly ball to center field. Playable for Paragon. He has to come in quickly and close ground. He makes a nice catch diving forward, as that one was diving a little quicker than he thought. Folk is out on a nice catch in center field. You'll see, actually, that was Schaefer Paul who comes in, makes the catch, not Paragon. Schaefer Paul with the nice grab. Here's Kane Patton. 2 gone. Base is empty. It's a shot down the left field line that is foul. Patton, a .386 batter with 13 runs batted in. 7 doubles and a triple. Hudson Bauer at second base. Alex Dowell at first. That one fouled back, 2 strikes. Pisano in left field. Schaefer Paul at center. He just made the nice catch. And Owen Patchen in right. Catcher is Tristan Wise. He's working with Jake Freese. Kane Patton hitting .386 with 13 RBIs. That one popped up foul. Dowell gives it a look, but that has plenty to get it out of play. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Crestview averaging 5 runs a game and hitting .289 as a team. Freese pitching. That one's chopped towards short. Wasserman fields, throws wide, but a nice catch by Dowell. He keeps his foot on the bag, and that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit. No errors are caught stealing. No one was left on base. We have a half inning in the books, and we're off and running in the D6 District Semifinal here at Shelby. It's Crestview 0 and Monroeville coming to bat.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Well, the Monroeville Eagles come calling here. Ethan Smiley will lead things off. The sophomore against Drew Spoerr. Spoerr, the senior lefty for the Crestview Cougars, getting the start in this all-important district semifinal. And there's a bunt foul by Smiley. He's hitting .358, no home runs, and 11 runs batted in. Drew Spoerr 5-3, a .304 earned run average. This is his 13th game and his 9th start. Multi-sport athlete at Crestview High School. Breaking ball, dribbled foul up the first base line. 2 strikes. Ethan Smiley batting, Owen Patchen on deck. He'll play right field. Then Reed Wasserman at short. Tristan Wise, the catcher, will hit cleanup. Hudson Bauer at second. Jake Freeze will hit sixth and pitch. 0-2 forthcoming here from Drew Spoerr. That's high for a ball. Alex Dowell at first base. Sean Frederick, the DH. Lincoln Schaefer-Paul will round out the lineup and play center field. Monroeville hitting .306 as a team. Here comes the lefty's pitch, and that's a ground ball up the middle, and that'll sneak into center field for a base hit. So each team's leadoff hitter singles.
Number 24, Owen Patchen.
That'll bring Owen Patchen to the plate. As we mentioned in our pregame show, Patchen a run producer. He has 18 RBIs. He's hitting .344. He had 3 RBIs in their win against Mansfield Christian on Monday. Way upstairs, that's a wild one all the way to the back wall on the fly. And Smiley goes down to second base. So the Eagles with an immediate threat. Ethan Smiley, if you're wondering, 10 stolen bases. See if he might have an idea of trying to steal third. Caught twice during the regular season. Owen Patchen, right-handed batter. He's a junior. That one popped up, maybe playable for Spoerr. He slides down and he makes the catch. So trying to bunt, Patchen pops out to the pitcher. Nice play by Drew Spoerr. Makes the sliding catch on the turf. 1 down. Here's Reed Wasserman. Runner at second, no score. Wasserman, the sophomore, hitting .299, 16 RBIs. Wave and a miss on a first pitch fastball. Spoerr working from the stretch. Big lead by Smiley. He bluffs, stays put, pitches high for a ball. Wasserman, the sophomore. The Eagles 15-8. They were 9-2 at home. Held their own on the road at 6-6. Wasserman at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the first. No score between Crestview and Monroeville. These are Firelands Conference opponents. That's high for a ball. These teams split their 2 regular season games. The 13th of April was a 4-0 win at home for Monroeville. Wave and a miss. Got him with a bad ball that skipped in the dirt. It was scooped out by Patton. He threw out Wasserman for the K at first base, but on the wild pitch, Smiley moves to third base. 2 outs, runner at third. No score for Tristan Wise. Wise, the sophomore catcher, hitting .254. No home runs and 2 runs batted in. That one lined into the Crestview dugout, and I think it got one of the players. Yeah, he's getting up slowly here, so that was very close. We saw it on our replay. Our replay is brought to you by the Crestview Athletic Booster Club. So that ball came in at a high rate of speed. Here's the pitch. That's ground ball. Past Spoerr. Sliding over to get it over at second is Hernandez. And he throws out Tristan Wise to retire the side. No runs, one hit. No errors, couple of wild pitches. Man stranded at third base. We have one in the books here at Shelby. Division 6 District Semifinal action. Crestview nothing and Monroeville nothing.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
We go to the second inning. Crestview sending Braden Perrigan to the plate to lead things off against Jake Freeze. Each team threatened in the first inning with a base runner aboard, but neither scored. Perrigan fouls off the first pitch. Batting .313 with 9 runs batted in. Grady Klein and Drew Spoerr to follow. The Cougars batting in the second inning against the ace right-hander of the Eagles. Jake Freeze pitching. It's a little high and tight. Perrigan backs out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Braden. He's a junior with 13 steals. That one's on the other side of Perrigan. In fact, that hit him. Grazed him in the back. We'll see it again.
Up next for the Cougars, first base.
Leadoff batter aboard for the second straight inning, and Grady Klein will step to the plate. Hitting .217 with 13 RBIs, the junior. Lots of action going on the OH report as we speak. There's a bunt popped up, and it will drop foul over to the third base side of the plate. Over on Channel 1, softball action going. Bryan 2, Clear Fork nothing, top of the third inning. Channel 5. Softball regional action, top of 2, Madison and Ontario, 0-0. Channel 8, high school baseball district action, Rootstown and Hillsdale, 0-0, bottom of the first. Some of the other games going on the OH report. That Madison Rams and Ontario game being played at Ashland University. We've got live coverage of that one going on, top of the second inning. Here we're in the second inning with no score. There's a fake of a throw down to first base. Perrigan is hustling back, and that was strike 3. So Klein took that for strike 3, or did he swing at it, Adam? I didn't really even see that. I was watching the catcher. So it was a called third strike. First of the day for Freeze. Drew Spoerr batting. And that's outside for a ball. Freeze with his 61st K of the year. Power pitcher, same as Spoerr. The two pitchers facing each other right now. Spoerr hitting .310 with 6 RBIs, and he pops that one up. Playable for Smiley, and the third sacker puts it away. Spoerr had that game-winning hit on Sunday to beat New London in the 9th inning. Here's Troy Weaver batting .305 with 11 knocked in. Defensively, you've got Ethan Smiley there at the hot corner. And Wasserman at shortstop, making up the left side of the infield. Bauer and Dowell on the right side. Monroeville has struggled fielding-wise this year. A 9.03 fielding clip, 40 errors, make it 48. Late swing and a foul by Weaver. One on, two out. Perrigan is the runner. He was hit by a pitch. No score in the second. Fastball a little high. Jake Freese pitched and won that game against Mansfield Christian. That was a 10-0 final for the Eagles. Wave and a miss. Got him on strikes. He fans 2 in the inning. Retires 3 in a row after the leadoff batter was hit by a pitch. So nothing across and 1 left for Crestview. Middle of inning number 2. Crestview nothing. Monroeville nothing.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
It's a Firelands Conference matchup here between Crestview and Monroeville. Except this time, stakes are a little higher. It's a district semifinal. Winner moves on to play at Findlay on Friday. Swing and a miss by the leadoff batter, Hudson Bauer. We'll play against either Cary or Seneca East on Friday at 5 o'clock over at Marathon Diamonds. Fouled back by Bauer. Hitting .333 with 13 RBIs. The sophomore second baseman leading things off. Freese to follow, and then Dowell. Drew Spoerr, the lefty, gave up a hit in the first inning. That one bounced up there and blocked by Patton. Whoever those participants are in that game Friday, we'll have it for you here on the OH Report. Adam and I will be right back here at Shelby. This one is taken high for a ball from Spoerr. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That will be Colonel Crawford against either St. Henry or Parkway. We expect it to be St. Henry. They are a #1 seed in the district. Foul back out of play. I believe that game is being played as we speak. Not sure the location of that game, but that winner will feed right here to Shelby on Friday and take on Colonel Crawford, who beat Winford 6-5 in walk-off fashion in 8 innings. Spoerr spiked that one up there. So now it's gone to 3-2. Bauer leading things off. Right-handed batter. That one grounded to second. That is Hernandez, who knocks it down and then recovers and throws out Bauer. Colton Hernandez at second base. Give you that Crestview defense. Looks like Caden Stutz is manning the hot corner. Carson Keener at shortstop. The aforementioned Colton Hernandez at second. Grady Klein at first. That is the infield setup for the Cougars. Troy Weaver in left. Braden Perrigan in center field. Landon Falk in right. Catcher is Kane Patton. And he's making up the battery with Drew Spoerr. 0-1 here to Freeze. That's a called strike 2. He's hitting .380, 12 RBIs. Another sophomore. This is a very young Monroeville team. That one a little bit low through the curveball. One down, infield at regular depth. This one fouled back. Good cut there by Freeze. They'd like to get him on. He has 12 steals. Has not been caught. Well, he took called strike 3. He checked his swing, thought about offering at it, and ends up costing him. That's the second strikeout for Drew Spoerr. And Alex Dowell will step to the plate. This Monroeville team does like to run. They have some guys with some pretty impressive stolen base totals, but you can't steal first. Dowell fouls the first pitch back. He's hitting .264, 11 RBIs. He has 11 stolen bases, only caught once. Drew Spoerr trying to record a 1-2-3 second inning. We have no score in the ball game. That one rolled foul. Third base side. Dowell comes back. Sean Frederick on deck if they keep the inning going. Wave and a miss and a high fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Drew Spoerr. He has 3 in the ball game. He indeed retires the Eagles 1-2-3. We have 2 innings in the books, and so far in this Division 6 District Semifinal, we have no score.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
Well, and we go to the third inning after a fairly quiet first 2 frames. Starters are locking in. Jake Freeze ready to go and pitch against Caden Stutz. Pitch fouled back. Stutz a 196 batter, 8 RBIs. The junior leading things off, right-handed batter and third baseman. Freeze rocks and fires, throws a breaking ball. Missed the strike zone, though. 8-9-1 due up here for Crestview in a scoreless ball game. Lifted, right side, playable by the first baseman. That's Dowell. Makes that catch easily. Leadoff batter retired. 1 down.
Up next for Crestview, DH number 23, Brennan Dill.
Number 9 hitter Brendan Dill at the plate. The junior batting .316 with 4 RBIs. Keener on deck as Crestview cycles through the lineup for the first time. That's a line shot to Dowell. He makes the catch, so he has caught 2 balls. One a pop-up, the other a line drive.
Carson Keener.
So the first two retired. Freeze has retired 5 in a row. Carson Keener singled to lead off the ball game. And he rips one to left, and he's 2 for 2. That one angled down the line. Pisano comes over to play it. That's a 2-out hit.
Landon Folk.
2 hits for the Cougars, both by Carson Keener. Here's Landon Folk. The senior flied out to center field back in the first inning. Division 6, Northwest 3 District Semifinal action here at Shelby. That one's low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. We're keeping an eye on some of these other games that will affect the teams we've covered today. St. Henry and Parkway, they are currently playing. Number 1 seed St. Henry. The winner of that game has Colonel Crawford waiting in the wings right here on Friday, which we'll have that game. Trying to get that ball retrieved down the first base line. Folk batting with 2 gone. Scoreless game. That's low for a ball. Snap throw down to first. Keener staying close to the bag. Again, he is a stolen base threat that Monroeville is on guard for. They threw him out trying to steal second in the first. Defensive swing there by Folk. He fouls it back. 2 outs and 1 on. Folk. Popped up behind the plate. They'll give that a look, but it's back far enough to get out of play. Good battle here. Freeze and Folk. Crestview averaging 5 runs a game. They were a little short on games, only 21 during the regular year. Slow bouncer to first, and it is gloved by Dowell. He'll tag Folk going by, and Alex Dowell has a hand in all 3 outs, catching 2 and then tagging out Folk unassisted. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on for the Cougars. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. After 2 1/2, we have no score.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Lower part of the order for the Monroeville Eagles, 8-9-1, due up against Drew Spoerr in a scoreless game. Sean Frederick, the DH, leading things off, the senior, against the lefty. It's a called strike, 0-1. Frederick hitting .286 with 5 RBIs. Very light breeze blowing out toward right field. Nothing that will affect any fly balls. Ground ball angled up the middle, but Hernandez fields moving to his right. and then throws out Sean Frederick.
Plate from Monroeville, center fielder, number 1.
After a leadoff single, Drew Spoerr has retired 7 in a row, and now Lincoln Schaefer-Paul to the plate. The Crestview Athletic Booster Club bringing you all of our instant replays. This one lifted foul over the first base dugout by Lincoln Schaefer-Paul, hitting .228, 14 RBIs, 4 doubles. Junior made a nice catch earlier. Base is empty. Here comes the pitch, and a wave and a miss. 2 strikes. Drew Spoerr, the lefty, deals. Swing and a miss. It was dropped momentarily by Patton, but he kept it right in front of him. And he throws down to first to complete the strikeout. That's 4 Ks for Drew Spoerr.
Smiley.
That game between St. Henry and Parkway is being played at Upper Scioto Valley. That one is a foul tip at the plate by the top of the order, Ethan Smiley, who singled in the first, but he was stranded over at third base. Drew Spoerr has retired the first 2 very quickly here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Scoreless game between Crestview and Monroeville. That one way up above eye level, but Smiley lays off. Here's the kick and the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Looks like Hillsdale has taken a lead on Rootstown. 1-0. That game is in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Being covered by the OH Report on Channel 8. This one shot foul down the first base line. 4th inning in softball regional action. Madison leading Ontario 1-0. And Bryan has the lead on Clear Fork 2-1 in the 5th inning. Also softball regional action. His team's vying for a spot in Akron. Well, the regional finals will be this weekend. Breaking ball skips in the turf before it got to the plate, taken by Smiley. Owen Patchen on deck. Next pitch from Drew Spoerr, and that is just a little bit low. All right, Bryan, they've been a pretty stingy ball club, I hear, from Adam Thompson. That one is a ball inside, and it's a wild one, but Smiley will not try to go to second. He draws a walk, 2 outs, no score. Here's Owen Patchen. Yeah, Bryan has allowed a run to Clear Fork. It only allowed 7 runs in the entire season. That's either 8 or 7, but boy, what a defensive ball club. You get some good pitchers, those softball shutouts stack up. Owen Patchen popped up to Spoerr trying to bunt in the first inning. A sidearm pickoff throw over there almost sailed over Klein's head. Spoerr working his way through the 3rd, trying to pitch around a 2-out walk. He deals, and that's a slow bouncer toward Hernandez at second. Nice short hop pickup, and then throws out Patchen 4-3. Nothing comes of the 2-out walk. No runs or hits. 1 man was left. The Eagles have stranded 2. David Wilson here in Shelby, Ohio, in district semifinal action in Division 6. We've played 3. It's the Eagles nothing and the Cougars nothing.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
With our producer and director Adam Thompson at the controls, David Wilson back here in Shelby, Ohio. Brendan Powell is our camera operator. Enjoying some Division 6 District Semifinal action between the Monroeville Eagles and the Crestview Cougars. Scoreless game as we go to the fourth, and Kane Patton fouls off the first pitch from Jake Freeze. Patton, Perrigan, and Klein are the scheduled Crestview hitters. Patton grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. 2 hits in the game for Crestview. They have proved to be harmless singles off of Jake Freeze. Patton, a right-handed batter. All turf mound, which is an adjustment for some of these pitchers. That one hit hard and foul down the third base line. Two balls a strike from Freeze. That one hit toward the shortstop, gloved there by Wasserman. And from the second base bag, he throws out Kane Patton.
Come into the play for the Cougars, number 8.
Second time that Patton has been thrown out by Wasserman, the shortstop. Braden Perrigan batting. He was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. So Adam has been doing some detective work, and St. Henry is leading Parkway in their district semifinal. 5-0. That game is just through the middle of the second. St. Henry is the number 1 seed. They will be here if they prevail to take on Colonel Crawford on Friday. The pitch to Perrigan swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Cougars, an emotional win on Sunday in 9 innings. That one fouled back. So 1-2 to Perrigan, with Grady Klein waiting to hit next. The 2 aces off to good starts in this game. 3 scoreless innings apiece. That's high for a ball. 2-2. The kick and the pitch. That one is taken inside. It's gone the distance now on Perrigan. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Checking that Simonson Construction scoreboard. Not a lot going on. Nothing. The right-hander delivers. That's lifted down the left field line. It drops in fair. That's a hit for Perrigan. He's rounding the bag and heading for second. The throw will come in a little too late. Perrigan just does drop it inside fair territory down the left field line. 1 out double. Grady Klein will be the hitter as you see Perrigan double timing it into second base. Klein struck out looking in the second. This one is taken. And then the ball thrown down to second base. It went right between Wasserman and Bauer. shortstop and second baseman. They just stood there watching the ball. It went sailing into center field. That allows Perrigan to move to third. It was a called strike. That one hit to the right side. It's gloved there by Dowell. It will get a run in, and he takes it to the bag to retire Grady Klein. The throwing error
Up next for the field.
pays immediate dividends for Crestview. Give Klein the RBI, his 14th of the year. It's a 3 unassisted play, 2 outs, and Crestview has a 1-0 lead. Boy, what a strange turn of events there. Wise came up throwing on a pickoff play at second. Nobody caught the ball. Drew Spoerr batting with the bases empty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crestview strikes first. There's a drive to right field. Hit pretty well. Patchen is in his tracks and makes the catch. Had him played perfectly. Inning over, but 1 big run on 1 hit, 1 error, no one left on base. Middle of the 4th inning, Crestview leading Monroeville 1-0.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower. Well, somewhat of a gift run for Crestview. They have an early 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Reed Wasserman will lead things off as Monroeville will try and answer against Drew Spoerr. That's called strike. Wasserman struck out in the 1st inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up in the Monroeville order. Wasserman, number 3 hitter, 16 RBIs. He takes a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, in these district games, and you move on into regionals and state semifinals. It's the pitch, it's fouled back. 1 run could make all the difference in the world. And at that time, Monroeville kind of scratching their heads as to how they fell behind in this game. Reed Wasserman. He looks at that one a little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, 2-2 now. Thank you, Adam. Tristan Wise on deck. That's high, 3-2. Turning off to be a beautiful afternoon/evening very soon. Jammed in there, fouled it off. Full count. Drew Spoerr, he has fanned 4 batters. He's walked 1, given up a hit. Now guarding a 1-0 lead, bottom of 4. Spoerr pitches and missed low with it, ball 4. Leadoff walk, just exactly what Monroeville could have hoped for.
Wise.
It'll be Tristan Wise to step to the plate. Wise a ground out in the first inning. Division 6, small school division. District semifinals. District final is Friday. Here's a bunt, back to Spoerr. He hurries, picks it up, wings it to first. Not in time. Wise went sliding across the bag. Dave Stoico right on top of the play, called him safe.
Number 52.
Spoerr made a great throw, great look at it there. I'm not sure why in the world Wise did that, but luckily not hurt. Yeah, they have the rules set up. You can just run right through the bag as fast as you can with no penalty. But he gets a single out of it, and now runners at first and second for Monroeville as Wise legs out a base hit. Another bunt. This one by Bauer goes foul. So they're trying to get them up to second and third. Bauer ground out in the second inning. Jake Freeze on deck. The makings of a rally here for the Monroeville Eagles. 15 wins on the year. Off-speed pitch bunted and a beauty. Again, Spoerr throws. They get the out at second as Colton Hernandez covers.
Up next from Monroeville, pitcher number 34, Jake Freeze.
Give a sacrifice to Bauer. Play goes 1-4, and Jake Freeze will bat with runners in scoring position. So the table is set for their leading hitter. Lead runner is Wasserman. Spoerr pitching and a swing and a miss. Hernandez did a good job getting over there to take that throw. Got in position. A very tight window there for Drew Spoerr. Swing a foul tip back to Patton. Jake Freeze batting. Alex Dowell on deck. Spoerr in a jam for the first time. 1-0 Crestview here in the fourth. Freeze fouls it away. No balls, 2 strikes to the sophomore. Walk, a bunt, single, and a sacrifice. Infield playing in for Crestview. They lead it 1-0. Spoerr ready to deal. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. 2 out. Strikeout number 5.
Next from Monroeville,
He came with the heat.
5, Alex Dowell.
So Spoerr racking up the Ks. And now looking for a big third out. Alex Dowell. 0 for 1 with a K. That's strike, letter high. Second and third. Big threat here for Monroeville. 4th inning. Dowell also a sophomore. Wave and a miss. He's down 2 strikes. Drew Spoerr, slender fellow, senior, quick worker. 5 wins, 3 losses, 4 complete games. And this is high. Now they're trying to sneak in with a run, and the runner is safe. Delayed steal by Wasserman, and he got in there. Right there as the throw went back to Spoerr, Wasserman broke for the plate. The return throw just late. A steal of home by Wasserman, and we're tied 1-1. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Picked up, thrown to first. Dowell goes down on strikes for Drew Spoerr's 6th strikeout, but a heads-up play by Reed Wasserman as he daringly stole home plate. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 1 runner was left on base. After 4, Crestview 1, Monroeville 1.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
Well, we've got ourselves a ball game here. 1-1 as we move to the fifth inning here in the semifinal in Northwest 3 Division 6 District. Crestview's Troy Weaver to lead things off. Weaver 0 for 1. Freeze pitching. Chopper to third. Smiley with the glove play, and he throws to first on the run and got Weaver by a half step. 5-3 on the putout. Nicely done by Ethan Smiley. One down. Caden Stutz to the plate. We're tied 1-1. Each run scoring somewhat unconventionally. Stutz popped up to first. Last time up, swings through that one. Much more to come on OH Report tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pair of baseball games coming your way. Clear Creek and Fredericktown. Swing and a miss here, strike 2. Lucas and South Central, both of those games will be covered. 4:30, a baseball matchup between Mohawk and Plymouth. This one chopped third base side. Smiley cannot make the play. That was a tough chance. Caden Stutz reaches on the slug bunt single.
Next, designated hitter number 23, Brennan Dill.
So that'll bring Dill to the plate. Lined out to first his last time up. And 5 o'clock tomorrow, a baseball matchup between Northmore and West Jefferson. You can see all those games on OH Report. There's the pitch, a bunt, foul. Dill, the number 9 hitter, trying to move Stutz up. Potential go-ahead run on base here in the 5th inning for the Cougars. We're tied at 1-1. Steal of home by Reed Wasserman. Tied it up for Monroeville. That one inside, it hit the batter. In fact, it was on the outside of the batter.
Cougars number 1, Carson Keener.
Dill gets hit. First and second, one out. Back to the top of the order. Keener is 2 for 2. 2 singles for the leadoff hitter. That's the second hit batsman by Jake Freeze. He takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Right-hander delivers, and it's a pop-up. Foul ground, and just out of play. Dowell tracked it over there. We are at Shelby High School, Whippet Athletic Complex, hosting these 2 Division 6 district games. Swing and a miss, and Keener's out.
Up next,
Keener goes down swinging.
for Landon Folk.
That's the second strikeout for Jake Freeze. Landon Folk to bat. He's 0 for 2. First and second for Crestview in a 1-1 game in the 5th. Turning into a sunny afternoon now. Wind continues to pick up. That one over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior, Landon Folk. Outfield straight away. Schaefer Paul is pretty deep in center. That one is low. Number 2 hitter in the lineup for Don Keener. Cougars 10 and 11. This one socked toward right center field. That drops in for a hit. They're going to move Stutz around. Here's the throw. It is cut off. Throw to the plate in time. Great relay throw to the plate. The tag applied by Wise. And the Eagles cut down the potential go-ahead run at the plate. Excellent defense by Monroeville. We are through 4.5. It's still Crestview 1 and Monroeville 1. You see those guys fired up after that play. We're going to stay here during the changeover. We get a chance. Adam will re-rack that play. We'll take another look at it. But in the inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. And 2 runners were left on base. Give Polk a base hit there. That went just over the outstretched glove of Bauer, the second baseman. And then Stutz was thrown out. See who made that cutoff play. It might have been the first baseman, Dow. We'll check it out when we have a chance to take a look at the replay. But Crestview and Monroeville 1-1 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. There's the steal of home by Wasserman. There's the hit into center field. Stutz rounding the bag. Could not see there who cut that ball off, but it was a nice relay. Wise right there to apply the tag. And so that sends it to the bottom of the 5th in a 1-1 tie. Couldn't be any closer. You've got Freeze and Spoerr both throwing the ball very well. There's your line score.
Designated hitter number 14, Sean Frederick.
So there's Sean Frederick. He'll lead things off. Bottom of 5. Well, our first game today went 8 innings. And I think Adam Thompson is hoping this one will go 10 or 12. Here comes the lefty's pitch, and that bounces to the plate. Ball 1. Frederick grounded out to second in the 3rd inning. Beautiful afternoon here in Shelby, Ohio, the home of the Whippets. That one chopped on the ground to Hernandez. And he throws to first in time. Colton Hernandez has played a good second base.
Up next for the Eagles, number 1, center fielder Lincoln Schaefer.
Here's Lincoln Schaefer, Paul, with 1 out. He struck out in the 3rd inning. Spoerr has 6 strikeouts in the game. Fly ball, left center field. Easy play out there for Paragon.
Up next from Monroeville, third baseman number 12, Ethan Smiley.
2 outs. Top of the order now as they flip the lineup card over, and Ethan Smiley will bat. Yeah, Wasserman was at third base, watched a pitch get taken, and when Patton lobbed the ball back over to Spoerr, he took off and then slid in before Spoerr could get the ball back to Patton in time. That tied the game up. And Crestview trying to push the go-ahead run across, had a runner cut down at the plate. Soft line drive caught by a Keener off the bat of Smiley. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the second time for Drew Spoerr. Nothing happening for the Eagles. And we go to the 6th inning. It's Crestview 1 and Monroeville 1.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Well, go to the sixth inning. Kane Patton will lead things off against Jake Freeze. We're in a 1-1 tie here in the district semifinal. Patton 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to shortstop. Freeze has given up 4 hits now. Patton, Perrigan, and Klein do up. 1 ball and 1 strike. The hit by Folk looked for a moment like it was going to break the tie. Here's a ground ball, left side. It'll again be a chance over there for Wasserman, and he had a little trouble getting the hold of the ball, and then airmailed it far to the right of first baseman Alex Dowell.
The Cougars, number 8 center fielder Braden Perrigan.
And before you know it, Patton cruises in to second base. So a 2-base throwing error. Patton aboard at second base. Big break for the Cougars. Let's see if Perrigan has any idea about bunting, but he did not square around there. So Wasserman fielded that ball cleanly enough, but then seemed to have trouble getting the handle on the ball, and his throw sailed. Nobody again. There's a strike taken. 1-1. Cleanup batter at the plate. Perrigan batting, then Klein is next. So the heart of the Cougars order, and they have a big opportunity here. 1-1 tie in the 6th inning. Ground ball cued to third. Smiley checks the runner, and then he guns it right on the money over to first. Runner has to hold, 1 down. Big out recorded there by Jake Freeze. Klein coming to the plate. Bryan is leading Clear Fork in that softball regional matchup. 6th inning, 4-2. They've moved on to the 4th inning. Looks like Madison is extending their lead on Ontario, now 6-0. Ground ball will get the runner over to third. Bauer gloves and throws out Grady Klein. So now the ball gets thrown away as they threw across the diamond toward third. It's going to allow Patton to score as the ball got thrown away.
Up next for the Cougars, number 3 pitcher Drew Spoerr.
So Patton came to third. They threw across. Quite honestly, I didn't even know they threw the ball. There's the out coming to first. And for some reason, they threw it wildly over to third. And the ball was in the turf and got away from Smiley, the third baseman. So that'll be a throwing error on first baseman Alex Dowell. And Crestview has a 2-1 lead here in the 6th inning. Drew Spoerr batting. Well, that was going to be an easy out, and a runner would have been at third. They would have worked on Spoerr. The throw over to third was somewhat unexpected. I was already writing in my book. Drew Spoerr 0 for 2. So the throwing error. Swing and a miss. Spoerr out on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Freeze makes quick work of Spoerr and picks up his 4th strikeout, but it comes a batter too late. 1 run, no hits. There were 2 errors in the inning, and no one was left on base. So we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Crestview moves in front of Monroeville 2-1.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
Well, here's Owen Patchen to lead things off for Monroeville. All of a sudden, the Eagles down a run, 2-1. As we go to the bottom of the sixth inning, and Drew Spoerr back to work for Crestview. He's twirling a gem. That one a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Patchen, Wasserman, and Wise as the Eagles will try and answer. An unearned run coming across for Crestview. That one fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Patchen, 0 for 2. Kane Patton scoring from second base on a grounder to second, where an out was recorded. Then a throw across the diamond was wild, and he waltzed in for the go-ahead run. Patchen, 3 RBIs in the state tournament so far. Looking to get on base, fouls that one back, hangs in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know, we were close. We were in the ballpark, metaphorically speaking. Here is the pitch, and he punches that one toward right. Looks like it'll drop in for a hit. Falk has to play it on a hop. Tying run is aboard.
Number 6, shortstop, Reed Wasserman.
Reed Wasserman will step to the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk. Well, the way these runs have been scored on some weird, unexpected plays, you just wonder if a balk or a catcher's interference is in our future. That's high for a ball as Wasserman was sort of half-heartedly showing bunt. See what Don Clark has in mind. His team's trying to advance to the district final. Spoerr throws over, and Patchen is back. Owen Patchen is an accomplished base stealer with 16 steals. Foul back out of play. Reed Wasserman at the plate, number 3 hitter for a reason. Sophomore has not put the ball into play in this game, a strikeout and a walk. Another throw. Patchen Wise to it. Clear Fork has pulled to within 1 against Bryan. That game is in the 7th. In softball regional action. So the Colts trying to battle back against a tough opponent. There's a bunt. Spoerr picks it up and does not even look at second. He gets the sure out at first. Sacrifice for Reed Wasserman.
Up next from Monroeville, number 4, Tristan Wise.
That's 1 out. Tying run in scoring position for Tristan Wise. Cleanup batter, bunted his way on in the 4th inning. 1 for 2. The lefty deals, gets a first pitch strike on a foul ball. Hudson Bauer is on deck. Monroeville batting in the bottom of the 6th. Drew Spoerr has been outstanding. Runners coming to third. He got a massive jump. No throw. It's a steal of third for Owen Patchen. Spoerr did not look back there to keep him close. That's his 17th steal. Now a ground ball or a fly ball could potentially tie the game. That went up the chute and out of play. That forces the infield in. Tristan Wise, right-handed batter. He is a sophomore. Drew Spoerr delivers. That one's popped up and may be playable near the dugout. And it is in foul territory, and it's caught by Kane Patton. 2 outs.
Coming to play, number 52.
Patchen stays put at third. You see the play right there. Here's Hudson Bauer, 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. Drew Spoerr trying to strand the potential tying run at third base. 2-1 Crestview. That one fouled away. They are not making good contact against Spoerr. Jake Freese on deck. Pitchers duel here in the second game of our doubleheader. Here is the lefty's pitch, and that's going to drop over for a strike. It's 0-2. Division 6, Northwest 3 district. Playing out here at Shelby. Winner to Findlay on Friday for a district final. Wave and a miss, got him on strikes. Through the fastball. Bauer goes down. That is the 7th strikeout for Drew Spoerr, the Crestview senior. Strands the potential tying run at third base. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, and 1 runner was left on base after 6 innings. It's Crestview 2, Monroeville 1.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
All right, it's Troy Weaver to bat for the Cougars as they come to the plate for what they hope is the final time in this game. They're up 2-1. Troy Weaver 0 for 2. And he's facing Jake Freese, who has been every bit as outstanding as Spoerr, but finds himself trailing in the ballgame. And here's a base hit for Troy Weaver. Opposite field single into right. Good start for the Cougars, who are looking to post an insurance tally or 3 here. Caden Stutz, 1 for 2. Showing bunt, fouls it off. And it's 0-1. Stutz at the plate, number 8 hitter in the lineup. Weaver aboard. Crestview got a gift run in the 6th inning. They took the lead. That's a wild one. It gets away from Wise, goes to the back wall, and Weaver moves to second base. So that one got away from Freese. Stutz now. We'll see if he's going to try to bunt the runner to third. Nobody out. Top of the 7th. He squares. There's the bunt, but it goes foul. Now it's probably off with 2 strikes. 1-2 to Caden Stutz. Brennan Dill on deck. Don Kaner hoping the bottom of his order can do something here. He takes it low for a ball. Stutz, a single in the 5th, and then was thrown out on that dramatic play at the plate. That's high for a ball. So a 3-2 count. Runner off second. That pitch is high. It's ball 4. So that is the makings of a rally for Crestview. First 2 are on.
Up next for Crestview, number 23, designated hitter Brennan Dill.
Don Clark comes out. I think he's going to make a change. And I think it'll be Ethan Smiley who will come in to pitch. And Freeze will likely go to third. Smiley is going to take over. Freeze not happy. So Smiley will take his warm-up tosses here in the 7th inning with 2 runners on. Jake Freeze goes 6+. Gave up a hit this inning, which is the 6th of the game for Crestview. He's given up a couple of runs. The walk to Stutz was his first. He did hit a batter, 2 batters. And he struck out 4. So I think we're getting some updates on some scores here from Adam. Final score as Bryan defeats Clear Fork in softball 5-3. So that ends the Colts season in a good ball game over there. Game now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hillsdale has extended their lead on Rootstown to 6-0. Well, the Falcons really starting to take control of that game in the late innings. I'll bring up some numbers here as we go along here on Ethan Smiley. Here is the pitch. That's outside for a ball. Batter now is Brennan Dill. This one taken low. It dribbles away from the catcher Wise. The runner's taking off. And they make it. 2nd and 3rd now for Crestview. So Weaver hanging on to that bag. That ball was not in the dirt. That'll be a pass ball on Weaver. Just had to go off his glove and then roll behind him. Heads up on the base running. That one socked toward the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Weaver scores. Pinch runner will be held over at third as Stutz was lifted for a pinch runner during that changeover.
Up next for the Cougars, number 1 shortstop Carson Keener.
That is Carter Blum running the bases as a pinch runner for Stutz. So Dill socks a RBI single. That makes it 3-1 Crestview. For Dill is 5th RBI. 1st and 3rd. Swing and a miss by Keener. So they indeed get production from the bottom part of the order. 3-1 ball game. Throw to first, not in time to get Brennan Dill. Wave and a miss. Keener with 2 singles. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Smiley, an excellent pitcher. This is his 12th game. He has made 10 starts, so this is his second relief appearance. Breaking ball over for a strike, and that's strike 3 call.
Up next, right fielder number 4, Landon Folk.
The run charge to Freeze. He's still responsible for Blum at third. 3-1 Crestview. They did indeed get an insurance run here that's going to loom large going into the bottom of the 7th. Smiley has worked 52 innings, 32 runs, 18 earned, 35 walks, 66 strikeouts. Hard-throwing right-hander comes in from the hot corner, and here's a base hit into left field. Blum will score and make it a 4-1 ball game. RBI single for Landon Folk.
Coming to play for the Cougars.
He has a 2-hit game here in the district semifinal. He clocks that one over the pulled-in infield. Pinch runner Blum comes home to roost. It's been a 2-run top of the 7th inning for the Cougars. Only 1 out in the inning, and Kane Patton, the number 3 hitter in the order, fouls it back. So the task getting greater now for Monroeville. This one lined into left. That's a base hit. Dill comes to third. He'll stop right there. Throw all the way through from left fielder Pisano. It's a hit parade here for the Cougars all of a sudden. Patton checks in. That's going to load the bases. Braden Perrigan to the plate. Right-handed batter. Had a double in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. He jumps on the pitch and fouls it back. 1 out. Infield stays in tight. The pitch way upstairs. Perrigan with 9 RBIs on the year. He could increase that total considerably. Line shot into center field. That's a base hit. Dill comes home to score. They'll go station to station. It's 5-1 Crestview, an RBI single for Braden Perrigan. Schaefer Paul plays it back in. That's 3 consecutive hits. The bases remain loaded. Folk at third, Patton at second. Perrigan fills in at first, and Grady Klein at the plate. He takes the strike. 5 hits in the inning. It's now a 5-1 Crestview lead. This one popped foul out of play. Klein is the 8th batter of the inning. Smiley is the 2nd pitcher of the inning. Foul tip back to the backstop. Grady Klein has an RBI in the ball game on a ground out in the 4th. The pitch. Ground ball. Knocked down by the first baseman. He throws to first. They get the out there, but it does force a run home. Give Klein another RBI. It's a 1-3 putout.
Drew Spoerr.
It was speared by Smiley up the middle, and he elected to just go to first instead of coming home for a force. Folk scores to make it a 6-1 ball game. They're at second and third. First base is open. Spoerr at the plate looking for his first hit. He's the 9th batter of the inning. 4 runs have crossed the plate for Crestview. It's outside for a ball. Next pitch. That one is upstairs for a ball. Not sure if you can really see it on our shot, but home plate is pretty much blacked out right now. I don't know what Jack Kennedy has to work with there, except just sort of a sense of where the plate should be. All those tire chips. Here is the kick and the right-hander's pitch. That is taken high. It's ball 4, so they had the base open.
Up next for the Cougars, number 15, left fielder Troy Weaver.
Show the home plate tight.
Walk by Smiley. There's the plate. Did you have the little brush there? Or, I don't know. They need like a blower. Check swing. It costs Weaver a strike. He started out the inning with a base hit. It's his second at-bat here in the inning. The bases are loaded again with Cougars. That's a wild pitch. That is not going to be enough as it clanked off the back wall. Wise was shoveling it over to Smiley, and Patton decided to hold tight at third base. Wise decision. Patton, Perrigan, and Spoerr are the base runners. Weaver is the 10th man to bat. Smiley pitching, misses high with it. 2 are out, but Crestview has blown it open. That's upstairs. Smiley missing up in the zone. Troy Weaver batting, the junior. Here is the pitch. That is high. That's ball 4. On the 3-1 pitch, it forces in a run.
Up next for Crestview, number 16, third baseman Caden Stutz.
So Weaver has been on twice this inning. That's his 12th RBI. Stutz will be the batter. Seven to 1 Crestview. That one fouled back out of play. So Patton came home to score the 5th run of the inning. This one socked out to right field. Patchen going back on it. Still going back. It makes a nice running catch near the right field corner. Stutz gives it a ride. Great catch by Owen Patchen. 11 batters come to the plate. They score 5 big runs. They do it on 5 hits. No errors. They left the bases loaded for the first time today, and Crestview has stranded 7. We take it to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for Monroeville, down by 6.
At American Homestead Exteriors, we're more than a business. We're a father-daughter team with a shared mission to protect and beautify the homes in our community. We believe your home deserves top quality service and products. From the first nail to the final walkthrough, we take pride in doing the job right. The first time, every time. Integrity, craftsmanship, and customer service aren't just words to us. They're the foundation of everything we do. American Homestead Exteriors. Strong, reliable exterior solutions. Built with pride, built for you.
On we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Drew Spoerr now with a 6-run cushion at 7 to 1. He'll be facing Jake Freeze, followed by Alex Dowell and Sean Frederick, as Monroeville will try and put together a rally for the ages. The lefty pitches, and it's popped up. Playable over there on the first base side for Klein. He's got it. That's out number one.
Up next from Monroeville, number 5, first baseman Alex Dowell.
So Dowell to the plate. 5 big runs for Crestview. He did it without an extra base hit. There were 3 walks in the inning as well. 7-1 Cougars. Pitch fouled away by Dowell. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Drew Spoerr with 7 strikeouts in the ball game. There's a strike. Sean Frederick on deck. 7th inning. Crestview feeling a potential trip to the district final, and they're 1 out away. There's a strikeout. That's number 8. And Spoerr trying to make quick work of the Eagles here in the 7th inning. No question, a demoralized group there in the Eagles dugout. Here's Frederick. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice to Colton Hernandez. The pitch, that's lifted in the air to right. Playable for Landon Folk. He's got it, and this game is over. Crestview, behind Drew Spoerr's complete game effort, they knock off the Monroeville Eagles by a final score of 7-1. 3 up, 3 down in the 7th inning for Monroeville. That's the 3rd time today that Spoerr has retired the side in order. He picks up his 6th win of the year, and Crestview moves on to the district championship game Friday at Marathon Diamonds in Findlay. What a rally by Crestview to blow it open in the 7th. And they win it going away 7-1. That's the play-by-play portion of our broadcast. Stay tuned. Our post-game show is straight ahead. We'll have post-game reaction for you and all of the final totals as the Cougars win the district semifinal 7-1.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Hi, I'm Eric Gilbert.
And I'm Hannah Gilbert with American Homestead Exteriors.
And together,
We're here for you.
so I'd worked for several years for other contracting companies, and what I saw missing was the true customer focus. I wanted that to be the focus of our company, that we put the customer first no matter what, and that's what's made us successful. Hannah and I joke between us that we share the same brain. We have the same ideas, same thoughts, we have the same direction for the company, we have the same focus. When we're on site, we teach the customers about the roof, the age of the roof, what's going on, maybe what caused the damage, along with siding, windows, or any project we take on.
When you call in, you're talking to me, and I'm getting you scheduled on his calendar to come out and take a look at your property. We like to teach homeowners about their homes as we're walking through them together. I think it's very important. It's the most expensive thing you're ever going to purchase in your lifetime, and you should really understand what is happening to it and how we can help you make it even better than what it was before.
Tournament baseball is almost here, and sponsorship opportunities are filling fast. Put your business in front of local fans, families, and communities across the region's largest high school sports network. Reach out today to secure your spot on the OH Report, the future of local sports.
Welcome back, my friends, to our post-game show. 7-1, Crestview wins over Monroeville in the battle of the Firelands participants, and the rubber game of a 3-game series goes to Crestview 7-1. Welcome back to our MVP segment, brought to you by Scout Construction Services LLC. I'm with Drew Spoerr, starting and winning pitcher for Crestview. Complete game effort for you, Drew. I know you were fired up when you got that final out, but I circled a strikeout to end the 6th inning when it was still a very close ball game. You were able to get Hudson Bauer on strikes. That was really one of the big plays of the ball game. How did you feel about that juncture of the contest?
I knew they put us in a tough spot. They runners on base, and I knew I needed to get our team out of it, and no better way than a strikeout, right? And I was pumped up. I knew if I threw a fastball up, he might chase it, and he did, and just went from there.
You and Jake Freeze were locked in from the get-go, but some sort of unconventional runs were sneaking in, and it was a close ball game, but you guys were able to get a 2-1 lead, and you never let it go. But you seemed to be locked in from the get-go. What was your approach, and how were you feeling, and what was working for you?
Well, before the game, I pitched against them before. I knew they were a good hitting team, so I was ready for that. I was ready for them to put balls in play, so I wanted to throw strikes and just let my defense play behind me, and they did a great job of that tonight, and I can't credit them enough. Good job, defense.
Yep, Kane Patton was working well with you, and obviously you guys had them sneak in that stolen base run, which was, again, one of those weird plays in this ball game, but you didn't really seem to let that affect you. You just got right back to work.
Right. I just try not to let the little things like that affect me. I can't really control that, so, I just try not to let it affect me and just keep dealing.
I was looking into the dugout. You were just kind of pacing back and forth during that long 7th inning. It's one of those deals where You're glad they're scoring all those runs, but you just want to get back out there.
Right, yeah. I was trying not to cramp or anything. I was trying just to keep myself moving, not get too tired. And, you know, it was amazing. We put a lot of insurance runs on the board, and I'm grateful. You know, my team played for me, and I'm grateful for it.
Your 6th win of the year,
Yep.
and Drew, you won the emotional sectional game with your walk-off hit,
Right.
And that came on the heels of really kind of scuffling at the end of the regular season. But you guys have really sort of regained some mojo here in the tournament.
Yeah. The last half of the year really wasn't us. You know, we weren't playing the way we knew how to, and we started losing games where they should have won. And you know, it's just speaks volume to how this game went tonight, how the game went before. We battled back, and we just got the win, and we just do whatever it takes to win. This is Crestview baseball.
All right, who stood out to you today as far as just the defensive plays behind you or guys at the plate?
I want to give a shout out to Kane Patton, the catcher, and Colton Hernandez, the second baseman. They had a lot of plays to make, and they made them all. They're amazing players.
Well, Drew, great job to you today. You get the prize pack from the OH Report as our MVP. One last thing, you get a chance to do a shout out at the end. You've got the camera, you got the mic. Who are you going with?
First off, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't be in this position today. Secondly, I want to thank my family and friends that come and support me every game and support the team. I want to thank the community for coming out to all the games and watching us play. And lastly, shout out Rennie.
All right, Drew, great job. 3-hit complete game effort. Good luck on Friday over at Findlay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Brought to you by the Monroeville Athletic Boosters. Our final segment on our long day of baseball here at Shelby High School. 7-1, Crestview wins it with a late rally. They blew a 2-1 game open with 5 runs in the 7th inning. They sent 11 batters to the plate. Drew Spoerr, our game MVP, did the rest on the mound. And Crestview is moving on to the district final on Friday at 5 o'clock against either Cary or Seneca East. Cary is the top team, top-seeded team, and 21-3 on the year. They won the Northern 10 by going 13-1. And so we expect them to probably advance, but that game, we don't have a clear winner in that game for Crestview's opponent. But that game will be Friday at Marathon Diamonds in Findlay, 5 o'clock, and we'll have that for you right here on OH Report. Here are the final totals in the ballgame. Crestview, 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 on base. Monroeville, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. They left 4. Drew Spoerr, the winning pitcher, he goes to 6-3. Jake Freeze was the losing pitcher. No record reflected on their stats. It was a 1 hour and 35 minutes snappily played ball game. Updated records, Crestview goes to 11-11. Monroeville finishes their season at 15-9. Big hits in the ball game for Crestview, especially in that 7th inning. RBI singles by Landon Falk and Braden Perrigan, and an RBI single by Brennan Dill as well. So congratulations to Don Keener and his Cougars as they move on and play for a district championship on Friday. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the OH Report. We thank our great hosts at Shelby High School for having us here today and allowing us to broadcast these two great baseball games. Colonel Crawford, a walk-off winner early, and Crestview, a knockout of Monroeville in the nightcap. Great job by our crew, including Adam Thompson, our producer and director, and Brandon Powell, our camera operator. Now it's David Wilson saying goodbye from Shelby, Ohio. Again, congratulations to the Crestview Cougars as they knock off the Eagles by a final score of 7-1. This has been a presentation of the OH Report.